Unscripted.
So Sony has unleashed a plethora of PlayStation 5 news and information, and we even have some things that officially came off their site that was kind of data mined, I guess, so I guess that kind of counts as a leak, but it does come off their site, explaining a lot of fantastic details surrounding the PlayStation 5 that we weren't really sure of before. I gotta say, some of the features, why didn't they come out and say this stuff a long time ago? These features sound absolutely incredible, and to be to the point where we're 5 weeks out from launch, I find it I'm almost dumbfounded that they haven't announced some of this stuff, because people would be going crazy for it. And luckily, we uncovered it here for you folks today, and you guys can take a listen and think what you will about these fantastic features. And there's even more news coming out. So yeah, Sony is opening up. I think they kind of weathered the Xbox storm, and now things are sort of going more their way. But this is sounding pretty darn interesting, to say the least, and I want to dive into it as soon as possible. Hey, what's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. The best and easiest thing you can do to help a small channel like mine, simply hit that like button. That's all it takes. And then if you want to take a minute to consider subscribing, please do so. You can also hit the bell so you're notified of all the content as soon as it drops. I do daily video game content. Not a lot of people do that, but I do, and I enjoy it very, very much. So thank you for all the support. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, everybody in between. You are fantastic. I've loved the interaction with each and every one of you. It's been so amazing. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed every second of it. So with that being said, according to Sony's site, it suggests that the PS5 will support, get this, cross-gen chat, 100-player parties, and more. New system details uncovered in the source code on PlayStation.com, which is very good. I'm going to link this article in the little description below. You can peruse at your own leisure and let me know what you think. So, the source code of the PlayStation website reportedly makes reference to several unannounced PlayStation 5 features, including party chat support for up to 100 players. Now, according to this and post, the website also mentions the ability for party chat across console generation, a wishlist feature for the store, and much more. Now, think about this, okay? We are 5 weeks or so away from the launch of the PlayStation 5, and a lot of these things have not even been shown off yet or announced yet officially, so it is very interesting that we're getting them little leaks and kind of details the way that we are, but I'm fine with that. I think it's perfect. I think that what we've seen from both these companies has been enough to, in particular, I think PlayStation 5 to really sell you on it, because they're selling you on like the new games and upcoming games and things like that. I much prefer that sort of approach to what Sony is doing. So anyway, the references uncovered on the website are as followed. It's said to make multiple references to PlayStation 4 game compatibility being tied to OS updates, and then Sony says it believes the overwhelming majority of 4,000 plus titles on the PS4 will be playable on PS5. The references reportedly uncovered in the website source code include, now hold on to your hats, folks, playing PS4 games on PS5. Some functionalities available on PS4 might not be available. The PS4 game isn't supported with your PS5 current system software. We're going to continue to make more PS4 games playable on PS5. Update your PS5 and then try playing the game. This PS4 game isn't supported with your PS5's current system software. We're continuing to make more PS4 games playable on PS5. Update your PS5 and then try playing the game again. PS5 boost mode enabled, so they're definitely going back to to that as well. MS Grid PS5 controller vibration function required. If the console sharing and offline play setting is enabled for your PS5, players aged 18 and plus who aren't PS Now subscribers will be able to play PlayStation Now games from the game shortcut icon. Message and voice chat with friends across PS4, PS5, and the PlayStation app. PlayStation Plus cloud saves can be transferred manually to PlayStation Now and vice versa using the save data management functionality on PS5. Your wish list isn't available on this website. You can find it on the PS5. So it does look like we're going to be able to get like that wish list that a lot of people were asking for on the PlayStation 5 as well, which I think actually makes a lot of sense, simply for the fact that a lot of people have been asking for it. And it's just one of those things that makes sense in this day and age where we could sit there and do a lot of digital gifting and things like that. So hopefully that means that game gifting and other types of gifting are going to be enabled on the PlayStation 5. Players can now share video clips, albums, artists, playlists, tracks on the console as well. players can now set a name and image for party groups as well. Now, a recent Sony Interactive Entertainment patent has hinted at what to expect for the PlayStation 5's yet to be revealed operating system, which we're supposed to be hearing from any day now. I think sometime early in October, we're supposed to get that information. Filed in March of 2020 and published on September 17th. The patent shows how selecting a software application from a device's home screen brings up a panel of content icons related to the game. Now, the first menu enables a player to restart the game, create an event, and edit a party as spotted by a user, and the other panels relate to in-game events, missions, hints, video game content, and so on and so forth. So these are said to be context aware and custom to each user, so they might provide hints to complete the game's current mission, show if any of the player's friends have played the mission, and offer more information about the activity in question. Friends and messages icons appear above the game content panels, and you can close them out, and there's a thumbnail and everything like that. So yeah, it looks like they've got a lot of cool stuff, and there's even some of this stuff that's really highlighted in here that sounds like it's going to be pretty incredible as well. So it is nice that they continue to talk about the boost mode and stuff like that. If you were not aware what boost mode means, boost mode basically means that they're going to be able to boost games. Okay, so much how we saw what happens with the Xbox Series X, right? We saw what happens with the Xbox Series X. Now, what it comes down to is you're able to boost anything that has an unlocked frame rate or a dynamic resolution, meaning it's not a set resolution or a set frame rate. So, and the stuff that got to 60 frames per second on Xbox Series X was due to, an uncapped frame rate. So those same games with uncapped frame rates via backwards compatibility will see boosted things like that as well. So you're going to see improved frame rates and resolution where necessary on there. Sony is also going to go ahead and they're going to actually go out there and be able to enhance and add some enhancements. They said that the top 100 games are going to be enhanced as well. So that's something that I think a lot of people are going to be able to look forward to as well. So again, I thought that this was pretty interesting that Wish Mode and Boost is coming. They're not telling us a ton about it again, so it is cool that people had to kind of find this out themselves. The wish list thing I think is really cool. It looks like that's going to be specifically set to the PlayStation 4, and it looks like the backwards compatible titles on the PlayStation 5 Boost Mode feature will be marked as such, so each one will let you know exactly. There's also a warning for 1% of the PS4 games that aren't playable on next-gen consoles. Interestingly enough, there's also a reference page on the official PlayStation website fully detailing backwards compatibility, but it looks like for some reason it's offline, so it looks like they're about to start. It's funny because when you click on the page, it says Snake 404 page error. So, and it's got Metal Gear, it's got Solid Snake on there. So yeah, I think that a lot of cool features are coming. We're about to get a lot of interesting announcements and things like that. I think it comes at a fantastic time. Everybody is wanting, a little something or other. What I mean by that is with things that are going on in the world right now, it just seems like now is a perfect time for people to come out and be excited about something again, and I feel like that's what we're sort of getting now with PlayStation 5 and even the Xbox Series X. Look, don't let me stop you. If you're a fan of Xbox and you're excited about Xbox Series X or S or whatever, who am I to try to stop you? I want you to be able to enjoy and spend your money however you see fit. Okay, that's just me being 100% honest about it. It's your own money. Spend it how you want. I can only speak for myself. So when people ask me how I feel about something, yeah, I kind of give them my opinion on this stuff, and my opinion is strictly that. If you share my opinion on any of this stuff, that's great. I think Xbox is headed in a good direction. I just think that it's almost unfathomable that they go an entire year without a AAA exclusive, and then that they have no AAA exclusives to launch 2 new next generation pieces of hardware. I find that to be kind of unbelievable, almost like how you got people sitting in a room planning 2 new consoles for 2020 and you're not planning on what hardware to launch alongside of it. Just kind of blows my mind or whatever. But I do think that perhaps we'll see some things change down the line, especially if Starfield does make a release next year sometime, and also Halo. Though that could be a pretty interesting 1-2 combination right there. For me, though, I know like people think it's disingenuous or something, but the backwards compatibility stuff is a checklist. It's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get this console for this ability right now. Like, that stuff doesn't really matter to me. I think that, you know, both are doing backwards compatibility. I like that. You know, I think that this is the most important generation to do that because games look great and because the hardware, a lot of people are using dynamic resolution and uncapped frame rate, so you're going to see a natural improvement pretty much right away. And with that being said, I just feel like, you know, I'm more excited about the future content. Not that I don't ever play old games. I like old games, you know. I went back and played Tony Hawk, Destroy All Humans, and all that kind of stuff. But when a next generation comes around, and specifically, I definitely enjoy sitting down and playing the newer stuff as well, more so than the old games and things like that. Once again, I am going to put this article in the description. Go check it out. Sounds like plenty of these awesome PS5 features are coming very soon, and we're going to get announcements on them soon. Take a minute to consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Please stay safe, happy, and healthy. Have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Thanks for watching. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.